G'day peoples, here we are, just about coming up to Kirby's wall, which is underwater. You can see the green laterals out here. They virtually mark the start of Kirby's wall, and it runs all the way up the river, up to the boat ramp that's up here. Oh no, Kirby's wall is sticking out. Just a little bit too much garbage in the way. Oh, no, we'll see it here. The very top of Kirby's wall down there. Haven't seen it for a while, but there has been a few boats when the tide's just up and over the top of that rock wall there that have parked themselves on that wall. Wouldn't be the nicest thing on your hull. Make a few marks. And around here, on this side, is... Hey, you just concentrate on where you're going with this thing.
Get the damn thing out of my face then.
Okay.
Actually, over there you can see where we live.
Yeah, somewhere up ahead. It's a long way away. She does this every time I pull the camera out, people. She just tries to distract me, so I'm not filming her. What's that over there? Oh, there's where were we? On some island up north?
Sugar shed.
Yeah. You can see the sugar shed, can you? All I can see is trees and sugar cane. Anyway, over the cane train line, bump, bump, bump. This video is going to tear your eyes out. Have fun, people, and everybody, have a good day. And I will see you all when we are looking at you. Cheers. Well, I said I'd see you later. I'm back. Just as we come past these houses, I don't think we're going to see it, but over the back of that red roof, there's a couple of aerials sticking up. And there's a little hill. We're just approaching now. We're coming off Kirby's Road, about to turn left, turn to port, onto the Rubiana Road. And I'll have a look around past Annie. And somewhere over there is the hummock. The hummock is a very extinct volcano. Would have been erupting a couple of footy seasons ago. Just a couple. But anyway, we're now on the Rubiana Road. You can see this, the sugar cane to the left of us. There's a tractor just coming out over here, and behind him is another crop of sugar cane. And this is the special sugar cane. We tell all of our visiting friends that don't know any better. It's got the fairy floss on top of it. So that's where they make the fairy floss, where they get that from. And what's more, there is a few of them that actually believe us. Down past a few houses here. We do live in a very beautiful part of the world. It is just roughly about 110 nautical miles south of the Tropic of Capricorn. And it's a beautiful day. It is warm. It got to 22 degrees yesterday, and I dare say it'll do much the same today. Around these very tight bends, almost like a chicane. And up here a few hundred metres, and around another one. Just where this guy's coming around, and he's beaut. And most of our American friends would call it a pickup. Now we've got a crossroad coming up, and we'll turn to port, onto the port road. Yeah, we'll turn to port on the port road. Love that. Down through our tiny little patch of what would be almost subtropical rainforest. Beautiful, this little part just through here. Just up around this bend, it follows the bank of the river. The river where we live. The river where our beautiful Anna Cab is, where she lives. It's an amazing part of the world. I don't know how your eyes are going with this phone jumping around here in the car, but it's definitely not going to be GoPro Model 10 with the stabilizer, the stabilized video. It's just a mobile phone. Just coming into the old port town of Burnett Heads. Now, if we kept going straight ahead, we're not going to because they've got the road closed. That is where the sugar sheds are and the port, the Bundaberg port. Sorry about the bumps, people, but that's how it is off the mobile phone. And as we chuck a left around here, you'll see a factory coming into view now up on the right. That is E-Tech. The lovely people of E-Tech sponsor us in Marine Rescue Bundaberg, or one of the many sponsors. Bless their souls. Okara Transport Yard just on the left. And there's a fair bit happening out here at the port at the moment. You see a few vehicles parked down there, a couple of excavators working. There's new commodity locations going in there, and apparently a new outloading elevator to load the ships when they come in into the port. And what we're looking at behind this barrier is going to be a place for the Pacific Marine base, where they're going to service the tugboats. And there's rumours someone else might be going in there with them. Just in front of us we have the Gidgee Caff, run by the Gadadjal people. And down there apparently is the best fish smokery in the southern hemisphere, down the end of the road there. We're not going down that way, we're just going to head back up through past the Bundaberg Port Marina. That would be the Bundaberg Port Marina. Oh, the guys are actually doing some work here. We've got the travel lift going across the road, and no doubt they're going over to pick up a vessel of some description to take it over there, because the launch and retrieval point would have to be over in here, over in this yard, this side of the road. And this is their crossing point. Reinforced. Just for your information, occasionally we pull Anacam out and put her in there. An interesting part of the world we live in. We love it. Apart from when the rallies came up here and it was freezing. They came up here from Victoria to escape the cold and got out of their vehicle in conditions which were darn near as cold, if not colder, than where they came from. It's a pity they weren't up here right now. We discovered it here. What year was it, Annie? We sailed in here. 2016. We sailed in here when we came across from New Caledonia, fell in love with the place, sailed away from here down to Sydney where they put the fireworks on just for us. Happened to be New Year's Eve in Sydney Harbour. Then we sailed back up into here again, and then up to Cairns, then back down into here again, and we said this is it. And this is where we've stayed ever since. And just up around here, not long now, we'll be swinging in to the Bundaberg Volunteer Marine Rescue. I should say that the other way around. It's actually Volunteer Marine Rescue Bundaberg. Yep, it's all happening here in this part of the world. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.